Hi. How beautiful do I look? Don't answer that. The answer is beautifully beautiful. Listen. Hold on. I gotta find my glasses. Shit. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Привет, как дела? Хорошо? Хорошо. So, hi guys. Sorry, let me get situated. I wanted to talk about something. I have something I want to talk about. And, before I do that, I'm gonna find my cigarettes. Fuck. Sorry, hold on. That's what I was looking for, my Eat Shit Drop Dead glasses. I can't find them. I'm very, very depressed about that. Sorry. Okay. So, hi everybody. Okay, here we go. This is actually a pretty good look. Ooh. Right? Okay. So, I'm not gonna, well, if you have questions. Is K-Wang here? Rachel Zoe? Yes. Rachel Zoe, Amanda Bynes. Actually, wouldn't it be amazing if Amanda Bynes was on the reboot of Twin Peaks? Hello. Okay. So here we go. Okay, so I did a gig tonight, and it was really fun. It was in Providence, which is close to Boston, which is always nice, because I don't work in Boston much anymore, since I've become a monster. That's not true. But here's the here's the thing. So, so I had the, and I'm going to preface this with, I'm fully aware that this might sound pretentious, and ungrateful or whatever. And it's not, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm talking out loud. And, so the thing is, okay. The thing is, so, shut up, Ryan Templeton. I am in drag. I'm in, my full body's on, but Haley, shut the fuck up. Marlon Marie. We'll always have Singapore Marlon. Okay, hold on. I need to change my glasses. Okay. So now that you know, I'm serious. Okay. Plus, I got this Rooted Courtney in today from Wigs by Vanity, and I need to have a Widow's Peak ventilated in there, but okay. Here we go. So, the thing is, so we had a fun time tonight. The meet and greet was really fun. It was short because I was on time, but the promoter picking me up was a little bit late, so we only got there around 11. And then we did the meet and greet, and it was fun. And then the show was good. But tonight, I saw an old friend from college, Julie. It was amazing at the meet and greet. We had 30 seconds to say, ah. Carol Campbell was in the house, gave me an amazing gift. Heather Dad was there, it was wonderful. A lot of people great. Sandra Vanessa Quispe Sheen and La Princesa Gorda y Estúpida. They were there. I went to, shut up. Yes, I went to college. They were there. I used to work with them at Dorothy's. So basically there was a lot of people there who were, that I know and love. And, I wanted to, so we did this, they did the show, and then after the show, I wanted to like dance for a little bit. I don't like dancing. I don't know how to dance, obviously. I don't like to go out dancing as a boy. I just don't, and I don't like to go out dancing if I'm not working. So, but I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fun right after the number to just, like go dance, just dance with the people a little bit. And the problem is that it turns into a chaotic, horrible meet and greet. And the lighting is terrible. There's no lighting. It's dark. And what happens is you get pulled and poked and prodded at from literally every direction, people wanting to take a selfie. And it's dark. It's totally dark. You can't see anything. And I said, well, I'll take the picture. Sure. I mean, of course. And we look at the picture and it's black. There's no picture because there's no light. Okay. There's nothing. So, so the point I'm trying to make is, what's the point I'm trying to make? Okay. So then there's that. So what I end up doing is just dancing by myself on the floor for a little bit. And then, the other thing is I want to talk to people. But I can't talk to people because you can't talk to anybody, because it turns into like another kind of like meet and greet. And the thing is, I love meet and greets. I actually really do. When they're structured, I could do a meet and greet all night, to be honest. A structured one in good lighting, with some order. And anyways, so the thing I'm having a hard time with is how to actually interact with, I don't want to say fans, but people. I don't want to, people will say, oh, well, she stayed backstage all night. She's a bitch. She's a diva. She's like too good to like talk to people. The thing is, I want to talk to people, but people don't want to talk to me. That's the problem. They want to just take pictures. And I don't mind taking pictures. I'm in drag. Of course I want to take pictures. But at a certain point you start to, it's a bummer. And maybe this is the way it is and I'll just get over it and that's fine. But I would like to talk to people, and rather than just be like you feel like a prop. Essentially, and it's it could very well be the case. It's like, okay, well, bitch, you know what? That's just it, and it's fine, whatever. You just gotta stay backstage because you're gonna get swarmed, and you should be grateful that people will swarm you. Feel grateful that you're gonna get swarmed because in 2 years ain't nobody trying to swarm you. So I'm grateful that I'm grateful that I do have that luxury white girl problem of getting swarmed in a nightclub. It makes me feel good. But the thing is, it's a bummer because I can't talk to people. We're gonna talk. We could also take a picture, but also kind of like we could talk and like hang out, and so it's a bummer. And I couldn't see a lot of the people because if I go talk to them, then it gets crowded, and I can't bring them all backstage because there's not enough room. It's a bummer. But I would like to talk to people, after the show. It's fun. And it's a bummer. But the one thing I would encourage people to think about, if you want to, is like, this is the one thing I would encourage people to think about. Kandy Ho, bitch. Kandy motherfucking Ho. Frank Diaz. The thing that I would encourage you to do, if you're a fan of Drag Race, fan of the Drag Race girls, it's nice to introduce yourself and say, hi. Say something about yourself, and if you want a picture or whatever, that's great, but when you do start to feel like you're a scarecrow, and you do start to feel like if you just, oh my God, there should be a no phone night. Jack Williams, see, you are onto something. You are onto something. No, I know. I realize if I talk to every minute, if I talk to everybody for 5 minutes, I'd be there for hours. That's not the point. It is a Wigs by Vanity. Yeah, this is a new rooted Courtney. It's a little hard, but it's nice. You see that hairline? You gotta get real close. But look at that. there's a little makeup on this lace, but you get up real close, it's still fairly unclockable. You know? It's pretty good. Yeah. Meaningful conversations about not drag. Oh my God. Right? Why can't we talk about... This is my fantasy. This was my fantasy tonight. I wanted to hang out. I wanted to talk to the people, you know, catch up with people I hadn't seen in a while. But I can't. And then those people get pissed at me because they think it's like, oh, well, now she's famous, girl. She thinks she's like a fucking diva. She's going to hang backstage and whatever. But the problem is I kind of have to, you know, and it's a bummer. It's not a, I mean, you know, it's a bummer, but anyways. Right, yeah, so thank you. It was rushed, and, you know, the meet and greets are always rushed, but I would prefer to do a longer meet and greet earlier. And then people are less drunk, and we can actually have... I know these are problems of being famous. I know that. And I am, I know that they're like, you know... Right, I'm sorry. I know, I'm just trying to figure it out, man, because I'm not a real famous person. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking Julia Roberts. I don't feel any different. You know, I don't feel any different at all. So, yeah, I'm half famous. I'm like, you know, it's not real fame. You know what I mean? Whatever. It isn't, it isn't. I feel it's a manageable degree of fame that is unique in the sense that I feel like we can, yeah, people, they do clock me in the streets, but they're pretty good at it. You know, they're pretty good with it. And it's, let's see. Yeah, it's very niche fame. You know, it's very niche. Oh, I appreciate that, Trevor, whatever. Kris Jenner as a manager. I need Kris Jenner as a manager, a momager as well. Hello. Elliot Vance, XXX. Is anyone really ever for fame? Yeah, ready. No, I don't think so, because I think fame is really unnatural. It's a very unnatural thing. But it's interesting. I'm trying to, like, and I'm trying to momager vibes. I hope I give you momager vibes. I'm just trying to make sense of it. And the thing is, pro tip, be your own, oh, bitch, be your own momager. That's fab. Jack Williams. Don't you dare bring Lucky into this. Oh, man. She's so lucky. She's a star that she cry. I know, maybe it is naive and pretentious to bring this up and be like,
I'm just, like, really struggling, like, with fame. Because, like, I'm, like, famous. But I'm also, like, just trying to be real. You know? I just feel like I'm like, real. But I'm also, like, really famous. And I'm just, like, trying to relate to the public in a way that's, like, real. You know what I mean? And, like, I know, hey, guys, I know I haven't put up a video lately, but I've just been really thinking.
No, seriously. Yeah, it's just, oh, no, here's my Kylie Jenner impersonation as Kim Kardashian.
Hi, so, like, 2016 is, I feel like the vibe for 2016 is, like, it's all about, like realizing stuff. It's, like, it's sort of, like, I feel like we're just, like, trying to, like, learn and discover and, like, realize things that are, just, like, you know, stuff about ourselves and, like, other people.
Anyways, so here's the deal. I noticed the followers are dwindling because this is very boring. That's fine. We're gonna shrink it down to the essence. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, because here's the thing. A lot of my fans are really cool. I really like them. And I like what I do. You know what I mean? I like what I do. I like what I'm interested, and I like what I put out there. And when other people like that, that's great. And that makes me really happy. And that many times that means that they share similar interests. I mean, you know, take Kay Wang, for example. There's some hoe. She's in fucking Belfast, Northern Ireland. Kay Wang. I would never have met her if it wasn't for the beauty, the drama, and the glory and the graciousness of RuPaul's Drag Race. And you know, we share a lot of great interests, and she's fucking young as shit. Girl, I don't know. She's 22. Kay Wang with it. And, you know, she's, you know, love of the 90s fashions. Christina Applegate, Twin Peaks, the Log Lady. You know, share a vibrant and interesting and beautifully unique aesthetic sense. The point is, Kara is really cool. So Kara's that's a great example of, you know, Kara, Lauren, a lot of great people, you know, Sean, Stay Splendid on Twitter, people that are, you know, they come into my life because they're like fans of what I do, you know, and like the stuff I do, and also really interesting people. And Estella, well, she's in my wallet, so she's with me always, but it's just, it's, you know, it's tricky. It's an interesting thing to try to, you know, engage in a way that makes it seem meaningful. And it's not just like, you know, it's like, oh, you know what, Detox, you know, somebody just mentioned Detox, and I think that you're right. She is a pro. And I think that the thing I love about Detox, and well, one thing I love about Detox is that she's so fun, and she's so fun with fans, and she's so fun at a gig. And she's one of the very few people, I don't think about partying. I was never really a partier. I didn't really ever like to drink all that much, but she is the perfect party animal, you know. She's fun, she's so entertaining, and she makes you feel like you're her best friend, and you know, she'll get turned up or whatever, and but it's like she's got it down to a science. She's perfect. Willem is a garbage person. She started out in the garbage industry, and you know, she's the one, you know, when they say turning trash into treasure, she turned trash into a landfill, you know, and she's well, you know, she's like the landfill high school monitor. If high school was a landfill and it needed hall monitors, then she's that. She's the dumpster high school landfill hall monitor of drag. Freddy Krueger is a real man. Okay. What else? We got some questions. Let's take some questions from the audience. Back to you in the studio, Roz. Questions from the audience? Dumpster filth hall monitor drag. Sharon's fabulous. Love Sharon. Got to work with her on Christmas Queens. Big takeaway from the Christmas Queens tour is that I love Sharon Needles. Fucking love her. She's so smart. She's so witty. She's so funny. And the thing that I learned about Sharon is that, from what I experienced about her, is that she has a disarming earnestness, and she's incredible, obviously incredibly irreverent, but she has this like a disarming like sincerity about her. She cares deeply about what she does. She really does, and it's like, and yeah, I didn't expect that. My favorite song currently is the Macarena. Fucking love that song. Let's see. When are you in the UK? Very soon, 3 weeks. Whole UK tour, a lot of cities. Trixie and I, and then me alone. And me and Detox. Me and Detox are going to be in Dublin, and then Well, that's not the UK, but, you know, Ireland, England, Scotland. Nikki or Iggy? Nikki. God. No Iggy. Gross. Iggy Azalea is disgusting. Sorry, disgusting is a strong word. I do not care for Iggy Azalea. No, we don't need to say she's a dumpster, but just not. Azalea Banks, problematic, I would suppose. Interesting. Definitely interesting, Azalea Banks. I've watched a lot of interviews with her. I know her behavior on social media is a little concerning, but, you know, who am I to judge her? Iggy is to rap what Tyra is to Drag Race. Tyra Banks was never on Drag Race. Strong views on racism, poor everything else. Yeah. Are we talking about Azalea Banks again? Yeah. Alaska Orador. Why or? And. Who won season 2 of Drag Race? Tyra Sanchez. Mika Cooper. Mika. Yes, Mika. All right. Fun fact: Mika Cooper. For those you need to get learned. Hi, Mika. I just want to say, just between us girls, that the most. Oh God, is it fecund? How do you? I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Fecundity. The most is it fecund? I know you're spelling it, but that's not helping me with the pronunciation. It's such a great word. It means, it mean fertile or fecund? Is the accent? Got it. Okay. Does that mean robust? Like, does it also come from ripe, pregnant? Ooh, I love it. You're talking about, what? Oh man. Anyways, yeah, I was like, that doesn't, Mika, that doesn't sound feck UBS. Anyways, the thing Mika Cooper and I go back a while, and she is she is the most intelligent, learned, erudite, scholars of life and literature that I've had the great grand pleasure of knowing and benefiting from. Fruitfulness and fertility, yes, fecundity. Let's see, what else have we got? It's like 4 in the fucking morning. Who's my favorite Kardashian? I liked Terry. I liked Terry Kardashian. You don't hear about her a lot, or him. It's unclear. He or she is very elusive. Is Jinx really nice? Sweetheart. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Colorado was fun. Christmas Queens was fun. Adore is she's irreverent. She's wry. She's it rolls off your tongue, and it lingers well into the weekend. Opinion, your events. I know, Bonnie. Sorry, Lily. I know. I didn't figure out how to make the clock into a gangster chain because I feel like Flavor Flav is it's played out. I feel like it's played out. I don't want to make those kind of references yet. Let's see. Detroit was great. Hi, Marlon.
Hi, how are you?
Least favorite PDR queen. You know what? That's the least favorite RuPaul's Drag Race queen I've met. Somebody asked me that, and I was trying to answer it honestly, and without any shade, because I was genuinely curious. I don't know. It's not a sexy answer, but I haven't had a bad experience with anybody. But the thing is, I give credit to myself for that, because you know why? I learned from a young age that it is imperative for me to figure out a way Well, it started with this. When people are terrified of conflict, they often figure out a way to get along with everybody. Unfortunately, if you're not, the less well-adjusted behavior involves you talking shit behind their back, though, or, you know, we're harboring resentment or whatever. But I've honestly, you know, I love them. Everyone I've met, I've really liked. Everyone. I know some people have problems with Tyra Sanchez. Loved her. People have problems with Sharon, I guess. I loved her. Love her. Kanye West, fabulously entertaining Twitter feed. Wonderful. Oh, she told people. Yeah, Tyra Sanchez might have told people to kill her. I think she told one fan. I heard about that. But you know what, though? Girl, please. It's like, you know how many people tell us to kill ourselves? Do we listen? No. Exactly. Eat shit and drop dead. She is a nice person. Tyra is a nice person. And Tyra actually tweeted some funny, like, I'm generally not, you know, those kind of like, new agey, pseudo-psyche or like Deepak Chopra aphorisms on like Twitter or whatever. I'm usually kind of like, ooh. And I post one, you know, I post them ironically. But Tyra posted some really great things on Twitter the other day that I was like, oh yeah, great. Let's see. I am on Grindr, but I never use it because all people ever do is say, I loved you on Drag Race. I'm like, okay, do you want to have sex with me? Because that's why I'm here. Like, I appreciate that, you know, it's like, oh, you're so funny. It's like, great. You can tell me that on Twitter. I'm on here for sex. So unless you want to have sex, keep stepping. But I guess some people do use Grindr as like, to chat and like kind of as a social media thing, which I don't, because I use other social media things to do that, like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Tumblr or any other one. Sasha Bell's aesthetic sense, yes, it is like it's like Midnight in a Cornfield on the estate of the Maharaja, but here's the twist. The Maharaja was a hologram invented by Soviet scientists to distract the world from the real issue, and that is extreme poverty and hunger. So it's bittersweet. It's beautiful, though. Let's see. Can you do your best RuPaul pun? I'm not good at puns. I'm not really good at that. I'm not good at like jokes or like regular, like, I'm not good at classic comedy. Oh, I will tell you, I do have a good, it's not classic comedy, it's disgusting. But I do have one good joke. It's not mine. I heard it from my friend Kristen. And here it is. So here it is. Okay, here's my joke. I'm going to turn around. What did the gay necrophiliac say about his ex-lover? Ugh, that rotten asshole split on me again. That's disgusting. Okay. So I need you. This is the. The numbers are dwindling. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. This is fun. This is good. So I appreciate you all who are sticking with me. I'm having a blast. I'm actually having the funnest time I ever had on Periscope. So welcome and congratulations to me. All right, here we go. So I need you to do this. Indulge me. I want you to do this. I need you, somebody or a bunch of people in the comments. I need you to ask me. Bottom of the barrel. I need you to ask me, why do you do it? Okay, I need you to ask me what, and I'm going to answer. So ask me, why do you do it? Ready? Okay. Power. Let's do it again. Power. Power. All right, you can stop it. Why do you do it now? It was, I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk at all. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I'm high on life. You know, and it's funny because a lot of people think that I'm on drugs or I'm drunk. A lot of people think I'm drunk a lot because I act fool. But the funny thing is that when I drink or do drugs, I am not fun at all. In fact, it's a lot of people who are hardcore drug addicts, like myself. We're not fun when we're high. It's gross, you know. It's dark and it's depressing. It's not like, oh yeah, we're in the club, we're doing coke, we're dancing and having, you know, carrying on and acting a fool and having a great time, and maybe we're getting a little out of control. No. The kind of drug addict that I am is that I'm alone in my apartment, you know, smoking God knows what for days, not eating or drinking water, and it's the hardcore crackhead stuff, you know. It's not good. So tweaker, exactly right. So yeah, it is. It's sad. So that's why we you know, we're clean teens and we find the joy in life. In cigarettes as well. So, how are your teeth white if you smoke? I hear that a lot. That is an FAQ, frequently asked question. How are your teeth so white if you did meth for so long? Well, let me tell you. This is the power of genetics, number one, and I would also like to dispel some commonly held misinformation about the dangers of methamphetamine. Methamphetamine is a very powerful stimulant, okay? And it is very addictive. Any drug that releases a flood of neurotransmitters, you know, dopamine, serotonin, and not adrenaline. What's the other one? Norepinephrine, something like that. These are neurotransmitters, chemicals in your brain that make you feel happy. You know, these are chemicals that are involved with pleasure, sex, hunger, rewards, you know. And so these are, your brain is flooded with them when you take these drugs like methamphetamine, like amphetamine, like Adderall. And you know, I forget why I was talking about this. Oh, right. So they're highly addictive. However, meth mouth, you know, you see, I'm talking about the campaigns against methamphetamine. It's propaganda. Listen, meth is a powerful drug. Okay, but there was a campaign waged against it that bordered on propaganda, where you'll see like twisted, like just like horrifying pictures of people with, you know, 3 brown teeth and, you know, sores all over their faces from scratching. And girl, that's not necessarily the case. You know, meth mouth is right, exactly, meth. Not even once. If you try meth, if you smoke meth, you will, in 2 weeks from now, all your teeth are going to fall out, and you're going to be digging into your body and trying to, you know, dig out bugs. And meth psychosis is very real. You know, I've experienced it. I am a addict. So when I put a substance into my body, I don't stop. You know, it could be meth, it could be coke, it could be whatever. But meth mouth is more of a sign of bad hygiene. It also has to do with poverty. You know, a lot of it also has to do. There's other factors there, but just doing meth, you got to stop brushing your teeth. You know, there's a lot of things that got to go on for that. And so I read a really interesting article about how there were about the campaign to make meth into the meth crisis into this like really crazy thing, like what happened to crack and cocaine in the 80s and 90s. And it's all a part of the drug war, the war on drugs. And when it happens is when that turns into, I'm not going to get into that because I'm not qualified, but here's the thing. I'm all for the legalization of all drugs because I believe that drugs and addiction is a public health crisis and not a law enforcement. It should not be a law enforcement issue. Anyways, so I woke up to pee and instead I'm getting a full education. But seriously, I think that there's a lot. My friend Mallory is an extremely articulate and engaged person who is very inspiring, and she's very passionately involved in, spreading awareness and education about how the United States is, the war on drugs in the United States is a complete failure, and that all we do is we have so many people locked up for no fucking reason. And anyways, it's a money thing. Yeah, it's always, well, girl, what isn't a money thing? To imprison the poor, yeah, and race, of course, you know. Favorite hobby? I don't know. Do you remember me, the girl with the bedazzled lighters? Like this one? Is this one? Katya? Is that one? Let's see. Most underrated drag queen from RuPaul's? I don't know. Are the well, here's the thing. Now, this is a fun fact, and I hope I get it right. That the people who are, the only people who are, the people who are benefiting from drugs being illegal are the cartels and the government. The law, not the government, the law enforcement. And the cartels have who are extremely violent. And they want to keep drugs illegal so that their business is intact, but shit, I mean, Portugal, I don't want to rattle off statistics that aren't right, but I believe that Portugal legalized drugs and, they need health, not imprisonment, because going to prison with drugs and it just doesn't work. You need a public health model that's sustainable and that's supported. And also, what does an addict need? Somebody who is struggling in the throes of addiction. And of course, there's so many other factors at play. There's poverty, okay? And there's race, and people who are struggling with addiction need community support. They need support of other people. They need human connections that are fulfilling and that are reassuring and that are that they're real, and that's how people in 12-step programs, that's the infrastructure of 12-step programs is action. It's people, how do people get sober? Help. They get help from other people. They get help from other people who have been helped. And the model of those programs, while they're able to function and be so successful, well, you look at the statistics, addiction, getting and staying clean and sober it's pretty disheartening. But people who are able to stay sober and clean, they get it through it's through people, It's through people that you call at 3 a.m. It's like, listen, I'm crawling out of my skin and I want to use. And that's how, anyways. I have not seen that TED Talk on why drugs should be decriminalized, but I want to. I'm getting, I'm getting more interested in it. And that's the thing that I'm finding is that, especially us like girls on Drag Race, we get, I think that we get really consumed with our careers, and unfortunately, like, it's just, we forget that there's, like, a lot of shit going on in the world, and I hate that. Cigarettes most certainly are drugs. Super powerful. This is the drug I have the hardest time quitting, because it's an auxiliary. It's a powerful mental trick, you know, when we use it as a crutch to stay sober. You know, cigarettes and coffee, man. Caffeine's not that bad. Oh, please. I love coffee though. Okay. I smoke Camels. Willem, love Willem. Really happy that I'm really, because I'm trying to move to LA, and I'm really looking. I really like that I'm friends. I really like her a lot. Yeah, I don't know why I'm making that face. Let's see. Hey man, phone addiction is real. It's not phone addiction. It's not necessarily. It's just a, you know, it's an inability to recognize and experience stillness. That sounds so cheesy, but it's true. You know, it's so cheesy. We have to fill up those moments with information, and you know, information is good. And listen, like, you know, when I'm staring at my phone, ignoring people, and that's the other thing. I hate people who's like, when Jennifer Lawrence chastised that reporter, the Hollywood Foreign Press reporter at a press conference at the Golden Globes, I want to smack that bitch, because, like, girl, shut up. And I think he was probably probably a foreign reporter who was reading off of his phone because probably because English is not his first language. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, it's like, it is nice to be able to, you know, and plus, like, yoga teachers do this all the time too. It's like, you just need to be present and just experience the present moment. And, you know, the thing is that that's true. It is nice to, like, I mean, phones are a very helpful tool, and I couldn't live without it, you know. But it is nice to, like, go for a walk without your phone every once in a while. Experience the bounty of nature. Look around you. What's happening in your life? What's your relationship to it? Are you looking but not seeing? Nature is fake. She's a fucking bitch. Two-faced fucking bitch. Now I'll tell you about nature. She's a fucking bitch, because, you know, it's like one day she's gonna shine her beautiful, lovely sunlight all over your body, make you feel all nice and warm. And then the next day she's gonna fucking rain all over you. And I feel like, as a two-faced bitch, and I don't want no part of that, you know? Alright. European bots, absolutely. Madeline Stowe. Where did that come from? Now you're talking my language. Oh my god, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Fuck. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that I'm doing bots, but yeah, I am. Shortcuts. Great movie. Great movie. Was that Altman? Was that Robert Altman? Fucking love that movie. Julianne Moore was in that too, right? I love that you love Madeline Stowe. Unconventional. I do like Jessica Lange. I'm not a fan of American Horror Story. I'm just going to put that right out there right now. And unless I don't have enough battery on my phone to get in a rant about American Horror Story Coven, but I'll just leave it at this. That series, I was so excited for that. It's not trash. Listen, I'm gonna say some controversial things. American Horror Story Coven was awful on so many levels. Number one, the treatment of rape, and I'm gonna get a little like Tumblr on you, but they had so many opportunities. They had so many opportunities to deal with incredibly juicy issues. Okay, women, a whole season centered around women, women in race, women against the patriarchy. I mean, like, powerful women. What motivates women? Oh, what motivates women? Jealousy, infighting, men, and then fucking it was, and then gratuitous slave torture. You can't. What? And then you're gonna have Kathy Bates dismembered head watching Roots. What kind of sick fucking joke is that? What kind of sick fucking joke is that? All that gratuitous slave torture, and then you don't even vilify that character. She's not a proper villain. She was treated as cute, and they're gonna have angry black woman, two-dimensional Angela Bassett. No, I can't. And on a Harry Potter level, bitch, you can't even get your magical framework in place. Oh, what can witches do and what can they not do? Oh, people can just come back to life? There's no fucking tension if you don't clearly demarcate, I don't know if that's a word, the rules of the magical world. Oh, can't even deal with it. You got, and then Axeman, awful, not necessary. And then all these characters are just, there's absolutely not one iota of solidarity between any of these women. And, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. It was awful. I watched the whole season out of spite. I hated it. Hated it so much. I watched one episode of Hotel. I just can't with Ryan Murphy anymore. He's a terrible storyteller. I'm sorry. He's a terrible storyteller. Anyways, okay. This is the thing. TomandLorenzo.com. Tom and Lorenzo have excellent treatments of if you want to read some great stuff about American Horror Story, they have excellent. I really agree with, and I love their. Oh yeah, a point of view gangbang, and then a killer pussy right at the beginning that goes nowhere. Killer pussy. The bitch has a killer pussy, and that's gonna go nowhere. What? Sorry. Point of view fucking gang rape. Yeah, she flipped the bus, but like, I'm sorry. It's shock to be shocking, and it's not even scary. Anyways, yeah, Tom and Lorenzo have excellent points about the American Horror Story series, and basically they sum it up a lot is that it's a collection of diva puppets for Ryan Murphy. You know, you have fucking Kathy Bates, Jessica Lange, Angela Bassett, Frances Conroy, Lily Rabe. Like, they're all just these drag queen diva characters that are just kind of puppets, and storylines. The storylines are weak. It's not scary or gory like you're saying. It's just bloody and gross, and it's just a bunch of drag queens being bitchy and cunty, totally from a male point of view. There's no complexity. They're either like all the bitches, all the girls. I'm saying, yeah, I'm trying to make a feminist argument while calling them bitches, but all the women in Coven were just motivated by vanity, or jealousy, or men. It's like, what? No. Great actors, terrible writing, absolutely. It's good that Jessica Lange got out, because she just started to play the same character over and over, and it got increasingly pathetic, you know. Anyways, all right, so I have no more battery, and my phone is really hot, so I'm gonna go. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for next week, where we will talk about macrame and how it can radically change your love life. Okay. Bye. See if I can do it. Fuck. Nobody can ever actually successfully swipe down. Nobody can ever end these periscopes ever.